Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Like all my other colleagues in this room today, I routinely hold town hall meetings throughout my district. And a few months ago, I was approached by one of my constituents as I left the town hall, and he was holding a very large garbage bag. I asked if I'd like to take a look. This is Mr. John Koski of Bessemer, Michigan. And Mr. Chairman, the bag held the carcass of a calf from his farm that had been killed by a gray wolf. And he confronted me with this picture as I came out of the town hall. It was pretty shocking. I'd like to submit a copy of this photo for the record. Unfortunately, farmers are not the only pardon me?
So ordered.
Thank you. Unfortunately, farmers are not the only constituents with gray wolf problems. I've received letters from families whose family pets have been killed by wolves in their own backyards. Hunters in my district feel threatened by the wolf as they have no recourse against the animal. It worries me that many of my constituents feel that they can no longer enjoy the outdoors due to an out-of-whack wolf population. The most recent study completed by the Michigan DNR early this year indicated a minimum of 687 wolves in northern Michigan. The goal for recovery in Michigan was 200 wolves. The Fish and Wildlife Service, Michigan DNR, and my constituents all agree that the wolf should be delisted in Michigan. Mr. Frazer, can you speak to the science that impacted the service's decision to begin this process?
Wolves were originally listed under the Endangered Species Act back in the 70s after they had been persecuted in the lower 48 states by elements of the former Fish and Wildlife Service when times and societal values were different. At that point, wolves existed in the lower 48 only in northern Minnesota. We have, we believe, successfully recovered wolves. We have a proposal to delist wolves in the western Great Lakes. Out right now, we intend and expect to make a final determination on that by the end of this calendar year. We believe that wolves in the western Great Lakes have recovered, and it's appropriate to have them again managed as game animals by the states.
Have there been any political issues that have impacted this process?
No, sir.
Mr. Frazer, would your agency ever consider giving a partial or a state waiver to the ESA?
I'm not sure what you mean by a state.
Well, to allow the states to manage the population without, at this point in time.
We work within the authorities we have under the Act, and there are certainly ways in which states can assume management lead for listed species. In the northern Rocky Mountains, the states of Idaho and Montana had approved management plans for wolves that allowed them under our experimental population rules to essentially be the lead management agency and to administer the Act.
Mr. Manson, the political fight over the Delta smelt has been wrapped up in environmental terms, but what about the impact of these rules on your users? How are California farmers and other water users impacted by the restrictions that have been contemplated?
Well, the court found in 2009 that there were severe economic and social dislocations as a result of the application of the 2008 biological opinion. That included unemployment, it included the loss of crops, it included even things that go so far as foreclosures of homes in the Central Valley. So the impact's been quite severe. And I'd like to say, with respect to Judge Wanger, he is a neutral judge who has ruled against water users and ruled in favor of environmental interests at times, and ruled against environmental interests at other times and in favor of water users. And I sat in the courtroom at each of the hearings at which the witnesses testified, and as a former litigator and a former judge myself, I was appalled at the testimony that was given, and I believe that his characterization of that testimony was correct.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, I'll yield back my time.